covenant. And I'ma live forever, that's my legacy. Greatest of all time, that's what they gon' label me. Put in work, I did my part. They like, keep on going cause you got hard. They know that I'm non-stop, I keep on pushing forward. Highly motivated, they try to say I'm overrated. If you from where I'm from, you're not supposed to make it. The opportunities arise, so I gotta take it. Too many people in my corner, so I gotta make it. I'm in it for the love, winning spot of all.
Smart choice.
They gon' say what they gon' say regardless. Not afraid to fail, I try my hardest. Power up, the time is now, I got this. I'm on fire like the dot. Y'all times in the sidelines.
Blanka, I'll show you strong.
These two fighters are looking more than ready to lock horns.
When it's all said and done, they gon' call me a legend. I love to break bread, but I'd rather break records.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Gotta do this. Come on. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Opt for the super art. They did the math to make sure this super art was going to kill for sure. Good thinking on their feet. Perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start the round. Are we going to see some fireworks? Jump? Just goes for it at this range. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishes.
Fight round. Fight.
And eats it. Who will come out on top in this final round? Over in a flash. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. So they're going for the super art? You can tell they paid very close attention to the opponent's life gauge before letting that super loose. Capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
The jump in is denied. That's some big, it's a good spot to use the super. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move. Flawless round. They got him so quick.
We did it! Blanka John can't be stopped! Fight round. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. They gotta go. Sets up with the jump in. What a finish. Player 2 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. It's not over yet. Just believe it's time for that run back. Super art. Bring in the heat. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. Shin, Ryu, Ripper. Player 2 has a suit gets. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
A brave forward jump there to start. Looking to impress with this super. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move. Untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect.
We did it! Blanka John can't be stopped! Fight round. Fight.
Perfect execution with the anti-air. Oh man, this is a scary range. Are they going to be able to come back and check? What a finish! Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. Looking to switch it up? This is a good chance for a breather.
I'm like a diamond, I shine under pressure. But life's been trying me, I learned all my lessons. I realize I gotta kill all my blessings. I'm working hard to be a better.
Open those shutters. We're ready to fight.
I suffer from defeat, so success is my medicine. When it's all said and done, they gon' call me a legend.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Get into the ring! Showtime!
Round 1. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Starts with a jumper. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Gets a chance with that jump in. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Gets the jump in. Does a good job of pushing back. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Goes for the super art. Perfect read to get the finish with the low attack. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Reads them. Will gain control of the match in the early going. Player 1 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Oicho! What'll happen here? From upstairs! Good old slash! Going on the offensive? Gotta be careful. Oicho throw. You can't let him close in like that. Player crowns him from above. Player 1 experiencing burnout. Grabs him. It's too much. Well, listen. When you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Looking to switch it up? This is a good chance for a breather.
It's time to heat up for the fight of my life.
Blanka, I'll show you strong.
Open those shutters. We're ready to fight.
I'm ready for a fight when it's on, it's on. I'm charging like a bull when it's on.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Charges in with authority. Gets a chance at that jump. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight!
Jumps. Grabs him. That throw will do some good damage. Big man's coming for you. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Does a good job escaping the corner. Grabs and throws him away. Both fighters planning something? Looking for a chance. Good old slap. Superb reactions on display. Good judgment there. Player 1 things are about to get wild here. A real test of nerves here. Both fighters are directed cleanly. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Gets right in there. Gets the jump in. Life lead opens up. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. KO. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Changes things up with an overhand. Who's going to start things off? Jumps in. Charges forward. Gets scooped from down low. Looking for a chance. Both fighters planning something. Breaks the block with a throw. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive KO. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. Back to the character select screen. Seems to be more to settle their nerves than anything else. Our fighters have selected their characters, and they're ready for business. Ho ho, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Gotta do this. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player 1 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Throw hits, now the fun begins. Closes the gap for the grab. Life lead opens up, takes a trip. Snap kick sends him spinning. Player with experience in burnout baits out the attack and gets the punish count in there. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Changes things up with an overhand. Sticks the combo. Big opportunity coming. Get out of the corner. They decide to take a... Yo, put that away. What'll happen here? Jumps up. The fight hits a good spot to use the super. Oh, is this it? Or are they still in this? And it's just enough. Solid read on the bars. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Round 1.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to win with a blow up here? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Very nice anti-air there. Down to the wire. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. This is the range where things get messy. With this super art connect, player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Big counter. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. KO. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
This round is so important. You can feel it. Brings out the super art. How is this going to work out for them? How's this round going to develop? The exchange flows. You've got to be mindful. Going on the offensive, the fighters return to the middle of the stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. Hits them with a stop and pop. Were they baiting them into that? Are we going to see a comeback? Going wild with Shout of Earth. KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done. Had the radar up and running. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Both fighters have used up a generous amount of drive already. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. This is a goes for the super art. Takes a trip. KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. Player 2 chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Doesn't miss a beat. Experiencing burnout. Going wild with Shout of Earth. Takes up the counter. This is going to be huge. The fighters return to the middle of this. Oh, the throw connects. Amazing. One chance here may end this match. Are we going to see a comeback here? Closes it out. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Looking to switch it up? This is a good chance for a breather.
Earn my stripes cause you know I'm do or die with this. Journey started young, super hard-headed. Call me crazy, but you is not my psychiatrist. Been through a lifetime of strifing and struggling. Be the best, that's my covenant. And I'm a forever, that's my legacy. Greatest of all time, that's what they gon' label me. Put in work, I did my part. They like, keep on going cause you got heart. They know that I'm non-stop, I keep on pushing forward. Highly motivated, they try to say I'm motivated. If you from where I'm from, you're not supposed to make it. The opportunities arise, so I gotta take it. Too many people in my corner, so I gotta make it. I'm in it for the love.
Open those shutters. We're ready to fight.
When it's all said and done, they gon' call me a legend.
Ho ho, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Showtime! Round 1. Fight!
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Starts with a jump in. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Player 1 is it. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistake. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight!
A brave forward jump there to start. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. How will this impact things? Hits them with a stopping box. Burnout activates. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. It's a good spot to use the super. Burns the bar to unleash the storm. Sakai Fuhasan. Player 2 just goes for it at this range. Burnout dissipates. A parry? This is gonna hurt. More fuel for the... What a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Jumps? Did well to get the buff in there. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Can they outlast him? Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Drive gauge finally recovers. Caught in the crosshair. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Takes the chance to hurt him. They just went for it with that super. Experiencing burnout. What'll happen here? Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Opts to create space to start. Scores a big punish counter with that opening drive impact shot. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Burns a bar to unleash the storm. Sakai Fuhasan. But they must have a game flawless round. They got him so quick.
Judy!
Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. Buy some time to switch up the pace.
I'm like a diamond, I shine under pressure. But life's been trying me, I learned all my lessons.
All right, I'm ready.
I realize I gotta kill all my blessings. I'm working hard every day to be a better man.
I'm game if you are.
Both sides ready to roll, and we're getting into the match.
I'm ready for a fight when it's on, it's on.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight? The face of Street Fighter, Ryu, is celebrating his birthday today. Even after all these years, he's still downright fierce. Puts one in the pocket. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can add a little super juice into this combo for more damage? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Opts to create space to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? The jump-in is denied. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Both fighters planning something? It's a good spot to use the super. Player 2 will look to apply pressure. Cross-up attack. Going in. Player 1 is in a perfect execution with the anti-air. Oh, there's a burnout. Amazing. No, what a finish. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done. Goes for the good stuff first with the drive impact. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Can they outlast it? Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. What are they thinking here? They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Knockdown. Got their eye on the air. Did well to get the buff in there. All right, what's coming up next? Turns it up, brings out the super art. How's it gonna work out for them? Takes a trip. Who will capitalize on an opening first? Player 1 can't KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Roughing up the body. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Fires off in overdrive. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 1 experiencing burnout. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Going in. Jumps. They're trading attacks. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. This is gonna hurt. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Opens with a jump in. This is solar plexus strike. Player 1 made a solid choice with the super. Let's see what they do next. We have a super art off this and leads us big damage. Carries to the corner. This may be bad news. Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Nails it. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Sit them down with a super. Now that's how you take a round. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Online training match. Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Finds the time to squeeze in above. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Sticks the jump in. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Gets the jump in. Both fighters planning something? Gets some. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. The jump in is denied. G-right kick for a mix-up. Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? That combo did decent damage. Snap kick sends them spinning. Player 1 is dominating this match. Both fighters planning something? Blanka charges forward, scrapping it up, cross-up attack. The super doesn't hit. KO. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The command grab doesn't make it. Player 1 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble? Picture perfect punish time. Big low reaching heavy. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. G-right kick for a mix-up. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Jumps up, aerial tatsu. You've got to be experiencing burnout. Going in. Player 2 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a tomahawk bust. Both fighters planning something? Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. Rolls up. Ah, burnout activates. Candy closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Step into the ring. Don't round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Goes air to air to deny them a chance. They're on the lookout for jump-ins. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Both players with no drive in the tank. How will they get out of this jam? Both sides need to decide. Star adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Good old slap. G-right kick for a mix-up. Jumps. Experiencing burnout. 100-hand slap. Going in. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Goes to the air. Whoa! Putting the cherry on top. Ultimate killer head wrap. The final push at the end paid off in spades. When you have a chance to finish things, you gotta take it. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Start things off with a jump in? Who will come out on top in this final round? Player 1, this can lead to some big damage. Look at Groundle from above. Shots fired with tempo. Over in a flash. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Hits them with a stop and pop. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Knockdown. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. They need to hold out. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Taking stock. Good old slaps. Burnout activates. Ultimate killer headband in there. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? 100-hand slap. That combo did decent damage. You've got to be mindful of reaching jump-ins at this range. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Goes to the air. Shifu Jinrai doing a business. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? What are you jumping in for? Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Beginning operation.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Difficult situation for a throw. No good up high. Saw that throw heavy coming. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Taking stock. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Smart throw, that'll do more damage than usual. Player 2 can't with this super art connect. The drag in there. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Player 2 spent a chunk of their SA meter and enters the round with a deficit. They've got to be extra careful. Scrapping it out, charges forward. Knockdown and... Player 2 has a super art. This Dragon Last Flame could be big. Going in. Player 2 drops them to half, closing the gap. We have a super art on deck. Expect to see way more pressure here. Gotta be brushes that off and keep going. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive move. Finds the target. But drives it back, misses. Oh, yo, Ross, super hit. Jump in, aerial Tatsu. Turns out, player 2 has depleted their drive game, but then whiffs. They're wide open. Hits them with a quick low kick. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight.
Oh, cannon spike. Wow, reads the counterattack. Flashes him. Smart play with the throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Shifu Jinrai. This is gonna take a chunk. Player 2 chases him down! Player 2! Ooh, what a smart throw! Amazing! There's a burnout! Player 2 is in burnout state, a very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major... How did they read that throw? Looking for a hole. The low kick hits. Player 1, they were waiting for it. Notice, oh my god, they just choked it up. They've been keeping a full drive gauge in their pocket overhead, but it won't work. Oh, sees right through them. Ugh, take us, are you kidding me? Player 1 clinches the win, but that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Takes them up. Jump, aerial Tatsu. Ghoul gained control of the match in the early going. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Opts for the throw. Sticks the jump in. Drive gauge finally recovers. Ooh, snap kick sends him spinning. Ah, burnout activates. Player 2 in trouble with no drive. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. They need to rely on their instincts here. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Are we going to see some fireworks here? This aerial Tatsu. Going on the offensive? Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Were they baiting them into that? Player 1 will just goes for it at this range. Shoryuken? What'll happen here? Still slugging it out at this range. Okay, here we go. Oh, critical. What's gonna happen?
You're in my way.
Wraps it up with a throw. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Come on. Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. Player 1 has the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Big counter. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. From up above. Gets him. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Projectile to try and change the situation. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Things are aerial Tatsu. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Ooh, snap kick sends him spinning. Knockdown and uses the target combo as a filler. Uses the gauge for a super. Triple Jinrai hit. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 1 gained a hard-fought victory there. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Aerial Tatsu. Sticks the combo. Tries to throw but doesn't connect. Starts with a jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Got their eye on the air. Nails the anti-air. Which way you gonna block? Well-timed corners. Charges forward. Going in. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Sure you can. From up above. Experiencing burnout. The Dragon Lash Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Risky up-close scrap still going. Closes the gap. Life lead is good. Chico-Jinrai doing the business. What'll be the plan here? Flatline zone. Player 1 proved to be the victor in that mirror match.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Ready? And show me.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Goes for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Lots of aggression from both sides. The impact gets blocked. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a fight out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Will this super art connect? Gets the jump in. Throws him. What's next? All right, what's coming up next? KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Fight.
Kazanshi threw him off with the overhead. Player 1, Oito throw. You can't let him close in like that. They're going for the super art? Wow, that's some big time damage there. Going in? The throw whiffs. Smart play with the throw. Player 2 will meet experiencing burnout. Oicho! Knockdown and play big time whip. All the throw connects. What's next? The overhead denied. Player 2 can't sees the overhead coming. Sends him flying. Absolutely relentless. The next touch may decide this round. Back into the corner. What doesn't touch the throw? We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Opens with a jump in. Kazanshi. All the throw connects. Jumps it. Oh my god, they just chunked it up. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impact. Oito throw. You can't let him close in like that. Player 2 experiencing burnout. Taking chunks out of each other here. It's the Sunset Blanka. We're gonna see what a beast Chun-Li is with her feet here.
Who's that?
Player 2 isn't burnout. Ends up flying. Okay, this is we get some big damage. Noticeable life lead is a big time whip. High tech boom over levels them. Do they have? This is gonna hurt. That was a magical shot. Player 1 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. The drive impact nets them a sweet punish kick. That should teach him you can't just throw out moves. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Gets back into the corner with pressure building. Will this super up connect? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Throws them to negate the block. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Takes a trip. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around and the throw ends the round. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jumping. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? That drive impact is experiencing burnout. Will that super be the turning point? Show of course. The super doesn't hit. Player 2 will have to deal, brushes that off and keeps going. Jumps. There's a change of sides. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. With the they're going for the super art. A quick breather. Big man's coming for you. They're in range. Connects with the throw. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of... There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Knockdown and... And whiffs. They're wide open. The daring air throw does it. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Hits them with a stopping block. Oicho! Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Goes for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Will this super art connect? Knockdown. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Gets back into the corner with pressure building. Goes for the super art? Reads them. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Very solid corner. Player 1 can't use picks the air throw. Low on life, but the drive's there. How will Oicho throw? You can't let him close in like that. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Fight.
Good old slap. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Experiencing burnout. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Just goes for it at this range. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Knockdown and Oicho throw. You can't let him close in like that. Serenity Stream? Not close enough for the throw. Life lead is there, but they can't squander this punish counter chance. Suspend the meter on the soup. Ooh, does them dirty. This is a critical flatline zone. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Open with a jump in. This is it. Nothing stops this train. Gets the bar on Kikocho. Player 1 with the lead. Will they go for offense or defense? Oicho throw. You can't let him close in like that. Will this super art do anything? Okay, strong super art incoming. The bull over levels him. Connects with the throw. They're in range. Finds the target. A jump? Ooh, what a smart throw. Player 2 has a full drive to drop that off. Kikocho getting in some real damage. Big time whiff. They gotta go. What are they gonna do? Reads the throw and escapes. Scoops him up airborne. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for him.